piel de oro, which is skin of gold, like a tanning lotion. And then on the other side, which is showing which the people are presumed that live there are presumed to be looking in, you see more whites. You got to be more white. So you have one people trying to get tan, and then the other people being fed the same, like.
Yeah, wearing like, you know, lightning face cream too.
But this wall is completely constructed and it's falling down. And you can see in maybe the next slide, the one with the real animals. See, that's the fake animals. And these are the exact same animals that are being shown on the wall, but these are the actual people. So we have a manatee, a crab, and a turtle, and these folks are actually like drumming and singing and doing living their lives in their traditional way, which is creating wind and water, a huge force, a huge feeling that is actually corroding that wall and breaking it down and busting through it. So eventually they won't have a choice but to see the reality of the land that they're coming to visit. What else is there to say?
And I also just want to mention too, like I think he hits home because my uncle was deported 2 years ago, and he was living here for most of his life, a long time, and now he actually sells hotel packages to tourists as they come in. So I think that too, you know, like our community here is being deported, and then the skills that they, you know, they're using them there. But again, it's to cater to tourists. And I was talking about how, like, if in many communities too, like tourism is like a huge source of income, and if that tourism disappears, you know, the economy disappears. And I know that like the governments, they cater a lot to that power, that tourism, and that money, and like, but who cares about the people that live there and, you know, the necessities of those people? So there was a comment over there.
Well, it also just shows the hypocrisy. It's like these kind of white people, oh, you can't be in my homeland, but I'm going to come to yours and exploit it.
Yeah, I think too that like that facade, I feel also it's like I saw it also as like a wall, you know, because, you know, I think in a lot of tourist areas it is like this boundary that you're just shown and you can't see the real lives of people that are suffering and struggling and surviving and resisting.
It was interesting too, like as the cruise ship's coming in, what's being rolled out, and how that's representative of sort of this like haphazard way of coming in this very inconsiderate way, not being conscious of like what you're arriving to. You know, there's that golf course being rolled out, and more of those chattery teeth coming out on the golf course, and then there's a suitcase that's kind of bursting at the seams. Then you also have all of this food kind of spilling out on the side of the cruise ship. So I feel like that's a lot of like symbolization of like just how there's just no consideration of what the cruise ship is arriving to.
Yeah. And one more thing is you also see, like, sorry, I know you're running low on time, but in the last group talked about the copy machine that was like printing these plans out, and you see up in the top, the plans are coming out, and it kind of continues, and those plans are being printed to create the wall that is blocking people from the truth. So.
I'd like to top one of the real animals plan. Yeah, I was intrigued by this because I sensed the sounds of nature, the rhythms, the patterns that are always there, but it's almost non-judgmental because they're forcing the rhythms. They're not really forcing it. You can say that they're combating it, but it's always there. So it's up to people to listen to. It's kind of a two-way street is what I enjoy.
That was awesome.
Yeah, spot on.